long time ago, there was a king named Ahab who was not following God's commands. In fact, Ahab was doing very evil things. So the prophet Elijah told King Ahab that because of his evil ways, a drought was going to come to the land. This meant that there would be no rain for a very long time, making the land dry and the crops unable to grow. During the drought, God told Elijah to go east of the Jordan River and hide there from King Ahab. God told Elijah that he would have water from a small stream and that the birds would bring him food. So Elijah lived this way for a while. Finally, because there was no rain, the stream began to dry up. Elijah needed water to drink. God told Elijah to go to a town called Zarephath, where he would find a widow woman to feed him. So Elijah went to the town and met the widow woman at the gates of the city. Elijah asked the woman to get him some water and bread. But the woman said, "Sir, I only have a little flour and oil left. Once it is gone, I will have nothing left to feed me and my son." But Elijah said to her, "Do not be afraid. Go and make me the bread as I asked. Then you can make something for you and your son. For the Lord, the God of Israel, says, the jar of flour shall not go empty, nor the jug of oil run dry, until the day when the Lord sends rain upon the earth." So the woman went and made bread for Elijah, and she did not run out of flour or oil for her son and herself.
Hi again, boys and girls. So now we're going to do our craft for our day one. And again, the story today was God has the power to provide. And so we see Elijah go into the desert and then meet the widow woman who then gives him the last of her bread and her oil and her flour so that he can have something to eat. And when she does that, she will then have enough bread and flour for the rest of her and her son's life so she can continue to provide for them. So we're going to do a craft today to show you how she always had enough flour and oil. So we're going to start off with Carson here, who is coloring the picture that you're going to have in your kit. So in your kit, Carson, you can hold that real quick for me. You're going to have these drawings on cardstock and two circles, two pictures. One of them is the woman with her jars, and then the other one is all kinds of tiny drops of oil, okay, for cooking. And so you're going to color those in, right? That'll be your first step. Then your next step, we're going to go to Griffin. We're going to cut out the circles. So you'll cut out each circle carefully. Now, when you cut out the one with the woman on it, you'll notice there's a little spot to cut out a special section. And we're going to let Griffin get through this. We're going to bring it in a little closer so you can see. And as soon as he's done, we're going to hold that up so you can see it. But on the dotted lines, you want to cut those out. And he's almost finished. And there, you can see where he cut on those dotted lines. That's going to help us see the oil going through. Okay, so after you've colored and cut out, then we're going to come over here to where Jackson is. And you're going to take one of these brass fasteners that's going to be in your kit as well, and you're going to put that through the black dot that's in the middle of both the circles. So you're going to put the woman in the front, and then the picture of the oil in the back, and you're going to hook those together, and then if you look behind it, you're going to fold those down like that, and that's going to hold that in place. Thank you, Jackson. And then we're going to see our finished product with Tabby. And she's going to hold that up and show you how as you turn the wheel, it shows that the woman never runs out of oil. It keeps coming out of the jar. So we hope you have fun with this craft. Morning, boys and girls. So today's story is Elijah and how God has the power to provide for all of us. And so in the story, we see that God has the power to provide what Elijah needs to keep him healthy and being able to move and travel and do the will of God. So we see Elijah go into the desert, and God provides water for him and food by the ravens bringing him bread. And then when he runs out of water and food, God provides by giving him the path to the woman, the widow in Zarephath. And so Elijah goes there, and he's able to find food and water. So when we travel, sometimes like when we're going on hikes, things like that, we bring a fun snack called trail mix. So that's what we put together for you guys today. So in your pack, in your Vacation Bible School kit, you're going to have a couple fun things. You're going to have some goldfish, and you're going to have some pretzels, You're going to have some fruit snacks. You're going to have some raisins. And for fun, some chocolate M&Ms too. And so what you can do is make your own trail mix with these things. And so we're going to see Jackson here put together his own trail mix and show you what you guys can do too. So Jackson, let's go ahead and assemble some trail mix here. So he's going to start with his pretzels. And you don't have to use all of them. You can save some for later if you want. And then he's going to add some goldfish. And then he's going to add some fruit snacks. And then some raisins. And sometimes those stick in the box. You might have to dig those out a little bit. And then to add some sweet and some color, he's going to add in some M&Ms too. And now Jackson has trail mix to keep him sustained as he's traveling.